Still got it. Annyeonghaseyo from Korea. Welcome to Next Matcha, and today I'm cooking Jjajangmyeon. Jjajangmyeon is a black bean noodle dish using this black bean paste. It is usually topped with cucumber, but I've run out of cucumber, so we're going to use bell pepper. The taste is similar, though cucumber is a little better. Now, when preparing this dish, you can prepare a quick bit of oil for you to fry in. It's a very oil-heavy dish. The oil is incredibly important, so cut up some green onions and then put them in with some vegetable oil. Frying this vegetable oil, fairly high heat. You want it to sort of splatter everywhere, and that's going to give you the base, and you'll get a better flavor if you just use regular oil. Of course, if you want, you can just use normal oil without this step, but the flavor is a little bit different. Strain that off, and look, that's beautiful. So keep that oil, obviously. This is what you want to use. It's great. Take a little bit of this oil, 3 tablespoons as I've mentioned there, and then mix it in with a pan. You're going to cook this on a medium-high heat for about a minute with your black bean paste. So this is Jjajang, and Jjajang is what makes the black bean noodle, right? Now, it doesn't look like a lot there, but this is actually quite a bit. It's going to get everywhere later on. And while you don't want to burn it, you want it to almost burn. You want to come as close to burning it as you possibly can without burning it, and that's what gives it the flavor. When you're cutting up these vegetables, go for about a thumb size, but really it's up to you. Maybe a little bit less if you want. Depends how big you want your pieces of everything. I like small pieces, so for me, the smaller the better, but not too small. So we slice everything up. Delicious zucchini. Maybe try to match it with whatever the pieces of meat are that you're cooking as well. Those will shrink down, and so will a lot of this stuff. So the zucchini shrinks down, and try to get it to match that meat. The last thing you want is big chunks of potato and zucchini and then tiny little pieces of meat. The closer you can get it to match your meat, the better. Now that we've got that ready, put it to the side. It's time to cook our meat. Use some of that oil again and fry up that pork as best you can to get it nice and crunchy. So if it starts getting close to burning, you're doing a good job. That's exactly what you want. All of that flavor is on the bottom of the pan. You can see it all there. Add your vegetables in and stir fry for about 5 minutes. You want to get that almost, like I said, once again, I keep saying the word burn. It's almost burnt. That's exactly what you want to go for. And now add in your black bean paste. And this is what I mean about it getting everywhere. Look how black this gets. Doesn't look like a lot, but that's getting everywhere. It's all on my hands. It's flicking up on my shirt. And of course it's sticking to the pan, and that's what we want. Because when we add this water, everything that's on the bottom of that pan is going to come off and enter into the flavor of our dish. If you've ever had bad jjajangmyeon, one of the reasons it's probably bad is that they haven't done this very well. They've essentially just mixed it with water and then given you your jjajangmyeon, and it's watery and it's tasteless. But this is full of flavor. Let it boil away. The longer you let it boil here without burning, the better, because you're going to remove a lot of the water and that adds the flavor. Mix your potato starch with about a half cup of water. That'll just make sure you don't get any big chunks of things in there later on. And then add it gradually in sets of, about sets of 3, say. Once again, that's also so it doesn't all clump together. Add some and stir, add some and stir. And then now you'll start to see it come together and thicken, which is what the starch does. We've removed a lot of that water, and now it's thickening up, and you want to keep stirring and thickening until when you run the thing through the pan, it makes that sort of almost that mark. You can see it slowly coming into the middle. You can also see how clean the bottom is because all the flavor is in our stew. Add some sugar, a bit of sesame oil. This will add in a lot of flavor to it. And you do this towards the end, and once you've stirred this, then turn it off. Turn off the heat, basically. It's done. You don't want to burn that sesame oil. Cooking the noodles, same as we always do here. 4 minutes. Check the instructions. Every sort of packet of noodle has a slightly different cooking time, depending on how you bought them. You can always just eat them to check, taste one of them, see how it goes. And assuming your noodles are ready, rinse them under some cold water. We do this a lot on this site because, well, a lot of Korean dishes, you want to use cold noodles, or at least washed noodles. It just means the sauce runs through it, so when you're actually eating your noodles, they're not sticking together. They're not clumping together as you're trying to eat your soup or your stew. So we've given that a good rinse. Rub them together, 2 hands if you can. Get rid of that starch. Once that's done, dry. Get some of that water off, and there we go. Now we can plate, and it will go everywhere. No matter how well you do at this, you will get black bean sauce everywhere. Now I know that's not traditional to have bell pepper with jjajangmyeon, but truth be told, got to the end of the dish, realized I have no cucumbers ready. I'm hungry, I'm not gonna go to the store to buy a cucumber, so today it's jjajangmyeon with bell pepper. Enjoy. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, look at this cute little thing there. Alright, mix it up. Yes, lots of sauce. Alright, we've got a potato in here. Let's see if it's cooked. Yep, perfectly cooked. So, I mean, that's a good thing. You don't want any crunchy potatoes. Of course, I did check as I cooked. I poked my thing through them, the chopstick. Now let's see the taste. When I first came to Korea, one of the hardest things was eating jjajangmyeon. I'd get it everywhere. It was such a mess and it was so difficult to get it with the chopsticks. Then got a tip from a co-worker of how to get it when it's in the bowl so that you can get it all in one if you're good at it. Let's see if I can still do it. Oh. Still got it. When you cook it in that almost deep flavor, so that you're using the oil well, you're actually cooking the meat so it's fully cooked, so you're actually almost crisping the edges of it. What you do is you build up this like flavor that's in the pan. So when you add water to it, all the flavor boils from the bottom of the pan and comes into the sauce. So that's the beauty of this flavor, right? And it's almost, you want to ride that fine line of burnt versus well cooked. When you undercook it, it's almost tasteless. So you really do want that well cooked flavor throughout, just bordering on burnt, and that's where you get that perfect flavor. Chose the wrong shirt. White is not a good one for having jjajang. Let's see how it goes with this bell pepper. The bell pepper has a very different flavor to cucumber, but it's still got the same idea. It's something crunchy, a little bit cold. We don't cook the bell pepper, so you do get that different sort of flavor, that almost refreshing vegetable crunch with the dark, well-cooked, sort of saltier flavor of the black bean paste. It's great, it's delicious. So it was better than I expected. Oddly enough, so you see, we've got noodles with no sauce. Well, if you buy it from the Jjajang store, you've got a problem because you don't have enough sauce. But when you make it at home, That's easily fixed. More sauce. Yes. Perfect. Oh, it's the fun of making it at home. There's always leftovers. If you like the video, like and subscribe as we always say, and stick around because obviously I'm going to cook something next week. Every week I cook a new Korean dish, sometimes even twice a week, as well as other little things, just Korean cuisine, you know, for instance, what I have at lunch every day. So check those videos out, look forward to the next ones, and of course, enjoy your own food and have a delicious week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye. Jjajang everywhere.